Hello and welcome to the Film Ireland podcast. I'm Gemma Creagh and I'm chatting with Anna Kopecká, who's the Director of Programming at the Cork International Film Festival. So it's now the 65th edition of the Cork International Film Festival and it takes place this year, is it from the 8th?
Yes.
And to the 15th of November. So you guys did have a fabulous live programme to take place in venues all around Cork, but like so many festivals this year, the COVID decided to have other plans for it. But actually your online thing, you guys kind of had your bets hedged there because your online program is fantastic.
Yes, actually, when we started to preparing this edition in spring, we knew that it's not safe to assume that it will be just a physical festival, because it was obvious that, this problem will not be solved in, few weeks. And also when the autumn and winter will come, people will start being sick again, it's normal. So we since the beginning, we started planning for several options. And what we really wanted to do was a blended festival, which would mean that we still have screenings in cinemas, but that we also can have screenings online, digital screenings. And since we have to, since the beginning, you have to acquire the rights for digital and for physical screening. So we had to negotiate it from the beginning. And I think in this way we were kind of lucky, but also it was, tricky, because we were still hoping that the festival will go on as planned. On the other hand, we learned a lot. That's true that we learned a lot, and we are now really able to deliver, I think, full festival online with, great experience for everyone who will join us. And also this way, we can show the films to the whole Ireland, not just to people who are able to come to the cinemas in Cork, which is also nice.
We will definitely miss our networking events and our drinks down there, and any excuse to go to Cork for me is great, because I'm from Cork, so I love going down to my granny's. As a programmer, if you know you're going to do an online selection, does it change the type of films you can go for if it's for online screening, or because of COVID, was everyone prepared for that?
That's a difficult question, because we have 64 years behind us, and our audience expects certain type of films. So even if we would be maybe able to show different films, we can't just switch, because this year it's digital. On the other hand, yes, maybe some films are accessible that would not be accessible for the festival. We had to actually learn, in process, how to do this. And I think at the end, if somebody at the moment opened the cinemas and we were like miraculously able to have the full physical experience, we would keep all the films that we selected. And I think it would be the same, because I also think that people at this moment still are used to physical festivals and they expect similar experience. So you can't completely switch. What is different is the approach on how you show the films, because I like to say, when you are really like huge film buff, maybe you will take a few days off work and you will come and watch 4 films per day. But I don't think you will do the same at home. It's not the same experience. You don't meet people. You don't, it's not same. So you will probably watch it in the evening, or if you have time during the day, maybe you will just watch something or keep it just for the weekend. So it's different type of experience. And we therefore decided that we will not plan all the screenings in the slots as it would be in cinema. You would have like 5 p.m., 7 p.m., 11 a.m. Majority of our films will be available from Monday till Sunday, and you can decide when you want to watch them. and you then, when you start watching, you have 30 hours to finish, because I think sometimes you start watching a film in the evening and then, I don't know, you have to, your kids need your attention, or you have some work and you fall asleep, and then you want to finish it, and that you can do it maybe only next evening. So that's why we keep the 30-hour window. And with the Irish films, because we have a lot of new Irish films, and some of them are world premieres and Irish premieres, so we needed to give them still, special spots and highlights, and make sure that people will notice them. So we programmed the films to start on each evening. We have one or two films, because we think this is a moment when you, if you want, you can watch it together with everybody else as first people who can watch it in Ireland, and then you can watch the live or recorded Q&A with the director, and you can, share your experience, and maybe you like it, or you have anything to say about the film, you can share it on social media or tell your friends, and this way every film gets sort of their own window, but you can still then watch it till the rest of the festival. So I think this is more appropriate to digital festival, to offer it as some kind of like a exclusive library that is there only for 1 week, than to make people watch film at 3 p.m. when I don't think people are able to watch it, and it's very different from how you are used to go to cinema. So yeah, from this point of view, it's different. But selecting the films, I think we would select the same films and it's same quality. And maybe when it comes to films, I'm not sure because it's my first year, but I think we did get a lot of really great Irish films because they were not able to go to other festivals. So maybe that helped us. They kept the films for us, and they wanted to have the premiere in Cork. And maybe some of them, when they were deciding, they just thought, yeah, this is perfect spot, and maybe they would go with other festival. I can't tell. Maybe if the situation was different with the distribution, because now films don't go to cinemas because they are closed, so they have to wait anyway, and with all the uncertainty. So this is also maybe good for us, but I really think it's a great program, and I just hope that people will watch it, because it's very different experience than going to cinemas.
Of course. And before we get into the nitty gritty of the fabulous films, and there's a few, I just would always love to ask your favorites, but can you just tell me a little bit about your background and how you fell in love with film?
Yeah, well, that's very easy, because my father is a film producer, and he was working for the public TV in Czech Republic since I was small. And he did not bring me to work or anything, but he just really liked films, and he had great taste. And my mom was reading a lot, and so like the culture was really important in the life of my family. So I always was interested in reading, was going to galleries, going to cinema. All this was important since I was small. And then I decided to go for film studies, because I was not interested at that time so much in making films, but more in theory and history. And during my studies, I started working for film festivals, because that's an easy job as a volunteer. As student, you can go to a festival and help there. And then I fell in love with film festivals, because it's a special event. It has special rules. It's just once a year, and you prepare it for a long time, and then there is all the stress and excitement, and then it's gone. So I also maybe like this type of work, when I don't have to worry every day. I just have to worry till one point, and then it's done, and then we are working on a new year, on a new edition. We start not from zero, but you can start again and try to do it maybe better. And I then I had friends that were also working in film, so I started to work for different festivals for distribution. Then I, with my friends, we decided to make short films. I directed one, and I helped produce the others, so I created my own production company. I think it's really important to try different things, so that you get all the experience. And it's much easier for me, because I can imagine what the producers, what the directors, what the distributors want and need, because I tried that too. I was doing their job before.
Very interesting. Okay, what do they need? Or more importantly, what should filmmakers not do? And you'll be like, your film will get screened nowhere if it's about this or if it's shot that way. Is there any?
Well, that's very difficult, because I know that if you are making a film, you invest a lot, not just money but time and energy, and it might be your something you fight for years. So when you are fighting for something this precious to you, sometimes it's difficult, and sometimes you feel maybe you are the only person that is trying to push this project, and it happens many times that you have to leave it and come back. So when I tell them not to take it too seriously, it sounds bad from me, because I'm not the person who is giving their own life. But I made an interview with famous Romanian director Corneliu Porumboiu, who has like most of his films go to Cannes Film Festival, and like he's really, since he's coming from such a small country, he's really successful. And he said, instead of trying to make every film great, like the perfect, it to be the dream job, I'm trying to work as in you are going through the big house, and you are opening the doors to a new room, and every room is different. One is kitchen, one is living room, one is small, one is big, one is bright, one is dark, and you just try to work on this little project. And it's just one project that the whole house is your whole work during your life. So just don't expect too much from yourself. Don't expect this film to be the best film of your life, because there will be other films. For example, this year, if somebody finished their film and they try to show it to people, it's much more difficult. So what you have to do is to, some films were discovered many years later. If your film has like really huge value, somebody will find it sooner or later, and maybe it's film just for 10 people, maybe it's for 10 million. But I think even films for 10 people are really important, because you can, it's better to change life of 10 people than to just fill one evening of 10 millions if they forget about it next day. I think it's really, you just try to get to your audience and try to think about the next project, because if it's just one film in your life, you will go crazy, and it will never be as successful as you want it to be. Maybe you make something that is just for Irish audience, maybe you make a film just for your friends, maybe it's just for European audience, maybe it will sell to Netflix. It should not matter to you. Just you have to focus on doing the best films you really want to do, and you want to see them when you die. And they say when you die, maybe you will watch your films for eternity. So try not to make stupid films just to make money, or just because you compromise too much.
That's great. It's very insightful.
Yeah. And also you have to trust other people, which is very difficult. I get that. But you have to trust the producers, the distributors, the selectors of the festivals, your sales agents. You have to trust them. Otherwise, it's just you doing all the job. And it's an option, but it's better to work with other people and trust their judgment. What is best? Everybody wants to go to Cannes, but there are a lot of examples of films that went to Cannes and it destroyed the career of the director, or it was not right for the film. It's not always the biggest festival that is best for you. So that's my advice.
Very, very important. Yeah, very interesting little nuggets there. And can you, as someone who watches a lot of films, if you see a film, can you go, oh, I know what audience would love that. That's a real X type of film. Like that would work on Netflix, or that has a very international scope, or is it an X factor thing and it's different for every film?
Oh, there is always a moment in time when some films are interesting for the audience. When from like in cycles, people come back to black and white films or to certain genre films. So it's coming, and then it's good maybe to be there at the right time. Sometimes you have the right film, wrong time. So too early, too late. So when I see some films, I know they will be successful. It's not so complicated, because you are in the same group as all the other film programmers. So you start seeing certain films and certain names on other festivals that you trust, and this film will go far. if it's a great European comedy that can be screened outside of your own country, it will be successful because everybody needs comedies. And if you are like, have a special, interesting visual style, something unexpected, something new, people will be interested too. You always can tell. And then with the rest, you just have to trust, your instincts and your taste, because it's not just, it's really that I saw so many films that I can tell if something is new or if it's something that I already saw, so you can tell talents, you can, when you see someone really talented, you can tell. It's when it comes to our Spirit of the Festival Award, we selected 6 films from the programs that are first or second features from European filmmakers, and all these 6 films, including 2 Irish titles, they are all really great and exceptional. And you don't have to like it 100%. Maybe there are some like technical things or something in the script that is not perfect, but that this person, you just want to see their new film, you want them to make more films. And that's what I told our jury: please come with a film that you want this director to make more films, you are really interested in his or her work. That's what is always great surprise, because you watch films and you think this is good, this is fine, this is bad, but then you see something that's like, wow, I'm still can be really like moved and surprised by somebody. It's still possible after so many years of watching films. That's great.
Wow. I'd say, yeah. But I'd say as well, when you find something that you really, really enjoy that hits you in that way, it's very powerful then, because you see the power of the medium. And that's, I suppose, the whole point of that type of storytelling, is to really connect with people. So tell me about the films that you're excited for in this year.
Yeah. Well, actually, it's difficult because I love all the films that we selected. It's also because we had to reduce the program significantly. So it was super difficult to select the films. And we had to, I had to think a lot about all of them. And I tried to include different genres, different type of films for different people, because I know that I like certain type of film, but maybe that's not perfect for others. So there are so many interesting films. We have really great documentary selection. I'm really excited about our document, because I think everybody can find something they will find interesting. We have the super long, it's 4.5 hours, City Hall by Frederick Weitzman, which is, veteran of American cinema. And he just went to the City Hall in his hometown, and he was looking at the work of the politicians, of how they are trying to make life of the citizens better. And it's a really interesting lesson in how you should do politics, and what actually they are trying to do. So that's one interesting subject. Then we are showing The Sheriff and The Eight, which are Irish documentaries that are also about politics, which I find really interesting. US politics and local, it's always something that I think people like to watch and debate. It's something that brings people together to, talk about the subject. When it comes to fiction films, I have my preferences. I'm really, really excited that we have Salt of Tears, which is film by Philippe Garrel. It's like one of the most interesting French directors, and he made over 40 films. A lot of them were really, really low cost, and he started in the late 60s. And it's very difficult to get French films from famous directors, because French people don't like to put them online. So I was excited we can include this, if anyone. And it's not a serious film. It's a drama, but it's also a comedy about love troubles of this one guy that you will probably not like, and you will probably prefer his girlfriends that are nice, and he's not so nice. But it's like a typical French film, what you are looking for, romance and love, and people not being as straight and as kind as there should be, like a lot of intrigues and stuff going on. And then I really like Bad Tales, which is Italian movie that it's actually first feature, and I saw it in Berlin, and it's it's exceptional. It's really dark. It's about the suburbs of Rome, of people live there who are, it's summer, it's heat wave. I think people like to watch films from summer right now, so everybody is really hot and sweating, but there is a lot of frustration and aggressivity, and children are also really not happy about anything, and it goes to like really, it was like really dark. And so, okay, maybe it's not for everyone at the moment, so if you can handle a really dark film but superbly done, then this might be for you. And there is also French comedy à la Bordage, All Hands on Deck. That is summer comedy, and that's something for everyone, I think. About guy who meets a girl and he thinks, oh, that's a great idea, I will go and surprise her at her home where she lives when she's visiting her family, and she's surprised but not very happy about seeing this guy she met, in Paris some times ago. So it's like perfect summer comedy. We are really trying to have different type of films. Some genre films, Rascal and The Common Crime, are for people that prefer, a little bit of drama, suspense, and thriller. So I hope we will have something for everyone. Even people who like classic films will find something for them in the program.
And you were saying that about the Irish films. Obviously, we're biased towards them because obviously we're Film Ireland and we love our Irish filmmakers. What are the main ones? You mentioned The Eighth and The Sheriff. What other fabulous Irish films can we see?
Well, we have two more important documentary films. We have Home is a Sacrifice Zone and Castro Spies. Both films are screened as world premiere, so we are really excited about them. One is local and environmentalist subject, and the other one is international, secret service spies in US and Cuba. So that's completely different, exciting projects. And I hope this way we will get a lot of attention to them, and a lot of people will watch them, and maybe it will help them with their next life. And then, of course, I don't know, of course, but for me, the most important is always the fiction, feature fiction films. And I think we were really lucky because we are going to show The Castle, which already was screened, but we will have premieres of The Racer, which will open the festival, which is a movie that is, a lot of people are waiting for The Racer to watch it. And it's also great opening film because it's not just for like certain type of audience that just wants to watch artsy movies. It's for anyone. I really love sports and cycling, so I am excited for many reasons that I can watch the film. And it's really funny because one of the like side characters is played by Czech actor, so I was like, oh yeah, another Czech person in Ireland. And it's a drama, and it's based on real events. And Tour de France was really in Ireland, so I think a lot of people will be interested in watching this film. And then we have some films that are really like really connected to Ireland, such as The Wildfire, which is really great film by Kathy Brady for many reasons. It's like great actors and great script, but it also has so many issues. It's connected to the history, to the Northern Ireland and Irish borders, how how people's life and family life is affected by the big events. And it also is very much also focused on mental health, which is one of our important issues that we are always trying to promote. And so it was very important for us to have this film, and the plan was that the premiere will be in Belfast and in Cork in a couple of days, so it will be online, but I think it still works because under the circumstances people will be at home and they will have time to watch great Irish films. I'm really excited about this one. And then one of our favorites is The Bright Side, because it is a world premiere and it's a comedy by another female director. You can see that we have really strong female directors in Ireland. That's great. And it was I think it was actually one of the first films that came and they said, we want the premiere with you and we want it to be the world premiere. And we are really excited. it's our Irish gala, and it's, you know, it's a like really dark humor, satirical comedy about, you know, difficult things in life. So that's something we can all enjoy at the moment, and it's good that it's, you know, it's a comedy, so you can't take it too serious, and it helps you to get maybe perspective to your own troubles right now. And then I have to mention also the Edge of Chaos, which is more like family drama about, you know, really difficult relations in a family that has family business, and it's really great first feature that we are happy to show in premiere. And it's one of the best-selling films at the moment because people are excited about it too. So I'm really looking forward to these films. I think they all have great potential. They're really interesting. We are waiting for people to watch them and to share their, you know, comments, to see what they think. To, even though we can't share it with the audience in cinema, it still be somehow shared experience. And I'm really looking forward to hear what people think about these great films. Maybe I would just add that we are also having a special event for the commemoration of events of 1920 because it's a centenary, and we are going to make available classic Irish film Irish Destiny. So that's where we get also back to the roots. And what is really interesting for people in Cork is our costume trail, because we knew if we want to do something, it will have to be in the city, accessible from the streets. So we have different points in the city where there will be costumes from Irish films, and you can have a walk and look at the beautiful costumes, and then maybe try to look up the films and find if we are not making it up, if they are real, but they are. Yeah. So that's something really fun and special to do if you still want to have some, you know, event inside Cork. You can follow our costume trail.
And if that's in your 5K. So for everyone looking up,
yeah, you have to, if you live there, and if you have some other reasons to be there, so you can, you know, like look up the windows and see the costumes. But yeah.
So you also have a great shorts program.
Yes.
And industry day as well. So there's a fabulous kind of industry few days, isn't it? Section of the festival where there's excellent Q&As on a load of different themes.
We have really great industry days, including the first day, which is focused on young people who are thinking about the career to get an insight from professionals. And then we have dog day. We had to move everything online, and I think the good thing is that now it will be available for everyone, and most, I think, will be available for free, which is also great. So people can watch and you know, try to connect, even though it's not in person. You still can see what other people are doing and share your troubles and opinions, and, you know, get in touch with everyone. We have really great, the dog day is really interesting because we will have the keynote speaker is Abigail Disney, and we will have people made the 8 talking about their films, and we will have other really great guests. So it's very exciting. And I have to mention the short films because I think it's really important part of the festival. We have 5 international programs and 5 Irish programs, including the stories from Cork. And we have some specials like the Screen Ireland shorts and Unique program and family shorts. And we also have a special program of artist moving image curated by Artist Experimental Moving Image AMI organization that we are starting our partnership with, and we hope we will become a destination for artists moving image and experimental films in the future too. So that's really interesting, and all this is available online. All these programs you can watch, and you can vote 4E audience award for all the feature films. I'm really wondering if it will be same films as the jury will select, or if people will vote for different films. So that will be really interesting too.
That's very interesting. And actually, if you're doing it remotely from your computer, there's less chance of the filmmaker cheating and stealing everyone's like voting things from the ground and putting it all in for themselves. Like, what is it? The mail-in ballots, as Trump likes to say. There'd be no gerrymandering, or like it'll be very like above board then if you're voting for your favorite film.
Yeah, you would have to be a really successful hacker to get into our system and get your film voted the best. I think better way is to promote it heavily so everybody will buy the tickets and they vote for you, which we don't mind. Please buy tickets to the films and then vote.
What is it? It's corkfilmfest.org for people to reserve tickets and reserve places.
Yes. And we also have an app that works really well. So you can download it and use it to get to the program from your phones, which I think people still do, even though they are sitting on their sofa, they're still sitting with their smartphone. So they can access it from there. And we, thanks to Eventive, we have really great platform, secure and really user-friendly. So I think it will be as good experience as it can be from your home or wherever you are at the moment.
Yeah, we'll have to organize our remote networking Zooms for all the people who can't kind of go down and connect in person this year. Oh, it's such a good lineup. I really look forward to catching especially some of those Irish films online. And I love the shorts. Like I'll watch shorts all day, every day. So excellent. Thank you so much for chatting with us.
Yeah, thanks. And I hope you will enjoy the film.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.